Alright, alrighty then. Alright, so the one in the middle, this one, that's 4 flight. Okay?
Do I need my glasses?
Can you read that?
No, not very good.
You might need them.
I need to go get them.
If you can't read that, you're probably gonna need them.
I mean, I can read it. It's hard for me to read it.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. Probably wouldn't hurt to have them. You want mine? My computer glasses are right in there.
Can you get my ones that are in my desk drawer?
Yeah. Sure.
Because they're on the left side drawer. No, the right side drawer. The right side drawer in my desk. Yeah. Thanks. These are old, but they still will be okay. That's better.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah.
Right now it's doing the pop-outs, so it's putting all the instruments onto these screens.
Okay.
Almost done. Alright, so we're at the city ramp in Atlantic City. You're looking at the guard ramp.
Okay.
But we're at like Signature Aviation. Alright, so I've already filed. So my flight had come over from KACY. K means it's an American, like a North American airport. Well, United States, CONUS, right?
Okay.
So the first letter of any airport in the contiguous U.S. starts with K. Like in Hawaii is a P. And like, it's different for every landmass. Okay? Just since we're talking about it. So when you see K, it's KACY, it's Atlantic City. And again, KCAE is Columbia. So my flight is already loaded, so I'm going to send it to the map first. And you'll see that. Okay, so I'm going to give you something easier to look at here. Look at the VFR sectional, because you can see land with it. Just so you have an idea, Atlantic City. Alright, we're actually physically located right there. That's Atlantic City. New Jersey coast, the peninsula. We're going to fly out to the southwest, cross over to Delaware Bay, up over Delaware, Maryland. This is Washington, D.C. area. Then we're going to head over to, where is this? Leesburg, before we turn more south. And then that's Goldsboro, North Carolina, and into our approach into Columbia. University of South Carolina is right about here.
Okay.
Alright, so going to visit meals. So the other thing I'll do is I go back to flights, and then I go to plates, and this lets us drill down on the important stuff. So this Atlantic City Airport, where we are right now, we're parked here, even though that ramp doesn't show, but we're at the city, or the Signature Aviation, so forth. And then there's no departure specifically. Oh, that's new. It's a new departure. I don't know what that is. Alright, so that's cool. There wasn't one before, there is now. And we're expecting runway 13. So I'm going to put in the approach for that so we can reference it. And then our arrival, there's no specific arrival into Columbia. We're expecting runway 11 there, so we'll expect the ILS. That's the approach. and that's the Columbia Airport. So if we're landing on runway 11 here, to kind of get an idea now. Okay, FBO ramp. That's where we'll end up parking. So when we land, we'll taxi to the end and exit all the way on Delta. So that's the basic. How you doing? It's a very simple flight. No departure. Like no specific departure, no specific arrival. So it's much simpler than most flights. Okay. So we'll just to give you a heads up on what we're doing. All right. So I'll leave this here. So what I do first is I'll look at this, and on my keyboard. So I've got our departure here, KACY. Let's start bringing the airplane. Let's wake up the airplane. All right. So battery. Left and right on. Can you hit that APU button or that knob?
Start.
Good. Just touch it, and now turn this here to the right. Good. There you go.
Okay. Did it start?
The APU is starting. Yes. Okay. Unlock the flight controls right there.
This?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so we start waking up the airplane, and we'll do whatever we can before we make any phone calls, so to speak. All right, so normally what we'll do is we're going to go through this checklist.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and start reading them off to me.
Stevie power switch.
Yeah, that is short for standby.
Oh, standby.
All right, so that's this switch here. I'm going to hold it down for 10 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Power is on. And that's this guy here. It's its own unit. It's its own battery. It does get fed from the generator.
Okay.
Okay, the APU, just you heard it. Did you hear it come online?
Test.
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear the noise? Like that's the bleed air. A second. Oh, 1 second. No yawning. Hey, 3-Shot, what's up, buddy? I'm taking my wife for a ride. Okay. All right, so.
Keep going down the list.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, emergency LTS switch. It's the next on the list.
Oh, emergency lights right here. Armed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Landing gear handle down.
Down.
Bat buttons on, check volts.
We did that. Bats are on. The voltage is over here, 28 volts each side, which is good. That's what we want.
Okay. EIS, CAS, check.
Okay. Yeah, we got lots of things. I don't know why that's there, but it is. Go ahead.
Okay. External power source as desired.
Which we're using the APU. Keep going.
APU knob on.
Me too, buddy.
We did-
APU knob is on. You've already got that. She's running. It's right here. RPM 100% on the APU. 300 degree EGT.
Okay. Exterior, interior lights.
Set.
Okay. MFDs.
MFDs.
Set weight and fuel.
Okay, let's do that now. We'll go to performance. Performance, weight and fuel. All right, so for this flight, our block fuel was 4,900 pounds. So we're a little low, but we should be okay, 4,820. So what we're gonna do is just go to our, back that up. Go to our weight and fuel, takeoff. We're gonna do what's called FOB sync, fuel onboard sync. All right, so it brings our 4,830. All right, let's go back to our takeoff weight, takeoff data rather. The Atlantic City weather, what we'll do here is we'll load the METAR. The winds, it really just gives you the winds here on this page. 132 at 8 knots. Okay, so if we go back to the airport diagram, look at the wind direction. 132, 132 degrees. All right, picture a 0 here. So it'd be 130 degrees. That's why we're taking runway 13. All right, so this runway would be 310 degrees. This one would be 220 degrees. This one would be 40 degrees, okay?
Got it.
And that's basically the compass heading. You understand?
Yeah.
All right, so that's wind shear 132 at 8, and then we're going to look at the actual METAR itself, and that's the actual weather.
Wait, did you finish doing your height and weight?
Yeah, the weight's in. I'm just, when I do that, I do the rest in here. Because you're right in this page, so you got to get it done.
Okay.
So let's see, winds are 120 at 8, visibility is 10 statute miles, skies are clear, altimeter is 3018, put that in. So this is, so you see I'm changing these numbers here?
Yeah.
3018, that should give us about 70 feet. All right, that's our standby. So we're also going to do it here because see that one still says 2992. So I'm going to hit the barometer in 3018. Moto's on here too. 3018.
Wait, where did you get that?
What's that?
Where did you get the number? Oh, there.
Right.
Oh, there.
So yeah. So what I did was I've loaded the METAR. So we have a direct, like a link to it, which gives the altimeter. Which we wouldn't need that to get this because we know the airport's elevation is 76 feet above sea level. So what I could do is I could just set my altimeter to 76 feet. Let's do 3008. Oh wait, did I double
3018.
3018. There you go. Do it here too, 3018. Okay, so that's the altimeter set. Let me just finish this. Perfs, takeoff data, weather we got, runway. Good, runway 13. Use defaults. So we're set here. And then the next thing we do, which when we're in the perf page,
It's a flight plan.
well, we will in a second, but since Speedbugs is right in here, so over here on the left side, oh my god, you sold your airplane? Way to go, Moto. Fuck yeah, dude. Attaboy. He sold his airplane. Alright, so on the left side is the speed, on the right side is altitude. Alright, so with this type of an airplane, you know, there's not a lot of feel to it. You're flying V speeds. So what we're going to do here is we're going to load our speed bugs. V1, VR, V2, VFTO. I'm not going to bother. The only one I'm going to bother with here is I'm going to actually load V1. All right, and that's our rotate speed. So when we're ripping down the runway, when we see V1 hit this arrow caret, we'll rotate. Okay? And then our landing speeds, we're going to put our approach speed on, VAP, and VREF is what we cross the numbers at. Okay? So as we approach down final, we'll be at the VAP. You'll see it on here. And then VREF is when we go power off, we should be at VREF, pretty much. Follow?
No.
Not really?
No. It's fine.
Okay. All right, so we're done with that. What's next?
Flight plan.
Okay, flight plan. So you can always get back to the main screen by clicking the home. All right. So now, since I filed on SimBrief, we're going to go to SimBrief here and we're going to import a flight plan. Okay. ACY to CAE request. Ready to import. We're importing it. comes in. All right, there it is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to validate it. So we're going to go to our maps page. That's our flight plan from ForeFlight.
Of course. It looks... Of course it is. Of course we're going to all those places.
Were you not briefed?
I'm briefed.
You're briefed. Okay, ACY.
I got it. We're going to go to Tuber and Lee and
Right.
Eno.
Okay, good. So Tuber, Leah, NO, ENO, then U-127, which is an airway. And right now on here, we're going to expand it so you can see the whole thing. Drake, Brosk, they don't show on there, but they'll show on... Hold on, let me turn that sectional off. We just want to make sure they correlate. Tuber, Leah, Drake, Brosk, ENO, Rocco, ENO, Rocco, Bowles. Did this thing go stupid? There it is. Graco, Baliz, Bucky, GVE, Baliz, Bucky, GVE, Drake, Brosk. Go down. GSO, Slow Joe, GSO, Slow Joe, MCAT. Okay, good. So this is not connected to this, the airplane. It's a backup, okay? But we're getting position data from a GPS receiver, all right?
Okay. So it's in there?
Yeah, so we're good. Our flight plan's good.
Okay, set takeoff data.
We already did that.
Okay. Cockpit inspection.
Did that too.
EIC CAS check.
Say again?
This. Check.
Yep, it's same status.
Oh, okay. So APU nav. I feel like we already did these things.
There's a lot of redundancies.
External power disconnected.
Not yet. We haven't started yet.
That's the next thing on the list.
Well, we need to start the... Well, we're not going to start the engine jet. Go ahead, press on.
Okay. Engine drive motor.
Press on. Okay.
Wait,
ATC clearance.
should we do this one? And come back to this list?
Yeah, this should have been next.
Oh, well. Okay. That's dumb.
Well, hold on. We're not... We'll go back to this because... Alright, so the airplane's set up. Oh, sorry. I did miss something. We got to set our trim. Look at the stab trim. See that?
Uh-huh.
Whoa. What the hell just happened? There we go. 0.5. Okay, negative 2.5. And also the other thing we have to do there is put the flaps to 1. There they are. Flaps 1. Boom. Okay. So now I got to get these numbers. So first thing we're going to do is ATIS. Look what I'm writing down.
What?
ATIS, clearance, ground, tower, departure. ACGTD, right? So what I do here is 125.725. 725. Clearance delivery 127.85. 85. Ground 121.9. Tower 120.3. And we don't have a departure frequency yet. It'll probably be 134.25, but clearance delivery will give us that. So now that we have our frequencies and everything in, what we'll do is we're going to tune the ATIS, okay? It's Automated Terminal Information System. So here, this is how we tune a radio.
This is not on our list.
No, you can't do anything unless you do this. That's the don't forget things.
Okay.
This isn't a manual. This is a abbreviated checklist. Okay?
Okay.
So in order to tune a radio frequency, you hit the COM button, like that, and we're going to tune in 125.725, 125.725. And if you hit transfer, it goes up
sky
top.
Conditions.
125.725 is up top.
Temperature 21.
Clearance is 127.85.
Altimeter 3018. Arriving and departing runways 13.
But we're not going to put it up. We're just going to hit enter.
Visual approaches in
So
use.
that's a standby because it's
Advise
light
on
blue.
course heading, altitude,
So
and
now
if
what you
flight
hear-
following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
What you're hearing is the ATC.
EFR departures contact clearance delivery on 127.85. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
So when they say that, you hit it.
Atlantic City International Airport.
T for Tango.
Information Tango. 2354 Zulu. Wind 132 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3018. Arriving and departing runways 1322. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading.
Okay, we got everything we need there. So I just transferred up by hitting the top side. It brings the radio up. Okay, so now we have clearance delivery, and our next frequency is going to be ground. So we put that in 121.9, so you can stay ahead of it, right? That's why I do this. So we're done with that. We're about to use this. Okay, so the ATIS basically gives you some basic NOTAMs, weather, runways that are being used. So when we contact clearance, we're going to say that we have Tango, which means clearance delivery will say that they understand we have the weather.
Pan Am 12 Atlantic City clearance clear to the LaGuardia Airport. Radar vectors Ponze, then as filed. Maintain 4000. Expect 13,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 4.25. Squawk 4233. Expect runway 22 for departure. Information Quebec is current.
Get ready to call them.
Autopilot.
LaGuardia, radar vectors, pan, then as filed, maintain 4,000, 13,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 134.25, squawk 4.
As soon as they're done.
233. We have information Quebec.
These are other real
Pan Am
pilots.
12 readback correct. Expect runway 22. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Good evening, Atlantic City clearance delivery, citation 500 Echo Zulu with Tango. With the city ramp IFR to K Charlie Alpha Echo, flight level 400. That's our altitude, 40,000 feet. So he'll hear me, hopefully. I don't think he heard me.
City clearance. Check. Good afternoon. Twin Star 314 Juliet Whiskey is at the northeast ramp at Atlantic City, requesting IFR clearance to LaGuardia, and we have information Kilo. Going to ground on 121.
That's not live.
Skyhawk, Delta Bravo.
Good afternoon, Atlantic City clearance delivery, citation 500 Echo Zulu. I don't think it... Alright, heard me that time.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Atlantic City clearance. Good evening. Atlantic altimeter 3018. Say destination.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu with Tango City ramp, IFR to Charlie Alpha Echo, flight level 400. And he's going to give us our clearance. Meanwhile, you can flip these last
Citation
numbers.
0 Echo Zulu, clear to Columbia. Radar vectors ACY, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 40010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.6. Squawk 3364.
And I put that over here in 124.6. Circa Zulu, HCY, then as filed, up to 4,000, expect 400, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.6, squawking 3364. Squawking 3364, we're going to put in our, that's right here, 3364, that's our altimeter. So he has a code so he knows who we are.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu readback, correct?
And so he gave us 4,000, so we're going to put that in now on the altitude knob. Set it for 4,000.
Comanche Mike Delta Lima, wind 290.
We're going to switch over to ground.
Runway 22, cleared for takeoff.
So now I'm on Atlantic City ground, and I'll tune in tower because that'll be next. 120.3. All right, so, right. Our squawk is in, and we'll get runway heading, which is 128. All right, cool. So we're all set up. The airplane's ready. Now we're ready to start it.
Okay, we don't need this anymore.
We can do without it for now. All right, so go ahead and what you want to do is flip that, hit that so the glass opens. Now put it in run mode. Now hit that like that, and then close the glass.
I don't understand. Okay.
And do that on this one too. Now close that glass cover. Ooh, okay. That's all right. You just started the left motor. That's okay. All right, so left motor. Here, look. Throttle idle.
Okay.
Starting to get movement.
Okay, should I start the right motor?
No, not yet. All right, so what's going to happen is once this motor comes up online, we're going to hydraulics and all those things. Then we're going to shut off the APU because we don't need that anymore. All right, so see this, Eric?
Yep.
We're going to turn that generator on.
422.
Okay. We got a good start. Go ahead and start 2.
Start.
You can, yeah, you can actually turn that off. Here, now take this knob here and turn it off. That's it, good. Now start 2. Good. Watch this. Ignition's coming up. Throttle idle.
Where am I looking?
4 Bravo Delta, hold short of runway.
Sorry, guys. Hey, where are you looking? Well, we're just watching the motor come up.
Holding short of runway 422.
Okay, it's a good start. We're going to get an error. All right, there it is. Generator, right generator's on. You'll see the bus will open. Now they're on their own bus. It's good to go.
Ground, Catbird 104 Bravo Delta. We're still holding.
Okay, now
runway.
we have hydraulics. We have all the things. So we're going to check our flaps. And we'll make sure we got flaps 2, flaps 3, and back to 1.
Where's that air coming from?
This fan.
Oh, it's cold.
Oh,
Okay.
better?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to check our spoilers here. All right, that's our spoilers. And then we're going to check our thrust reversers. Watch them up here.
Kilo
They're unlocked.
ready to taxi.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, so the airplane's in good shape. Taxi lights coming on. We're ready to taxi. All right, seatbelts.
Got my seatbelt on.
All right, good. Good to go. Now we'll call ground. We're with 121.9. Good evening, Alexa. The ground city 500 Zulu City ramp with Tango, ready to taxi. And they should tell us taxi to 313 via whatever taxiways.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Atlantic ground. Taxi to runway 13 via November, Papa, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, cross runway 22 at your discretion.
Taxi to 13 via November, Papa, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, cross 22 at our discretion.
November, Papa, Delta.
Papa, yeah, Papa, Delta, Alpha.
How are we gonna get there?
We'll go up here, and then we'll take Bravo, which was the last one. So the reason they know where these taxiways are is because they have something called Taxi Tuner, and I actually went to this airport and made the map for them. Like thousands of people do this, and they approve it after a while. So that's why it was actually accurate, which was nice. So we're ready to taxi. So parking brake goes off. The red one forward.
What's
Just tap
it?
this red one. Tap that. All right, here we go. Let's taxi.
Okay. Let's go.
Moto's watching from the living room.
Hi, Moto.
Which 3,000 times? I missed some. Sorry.
Oh, well. I gotta take these off.
Okay. Hi, Arrow's wife.
Hi. Oh, you're going the wrong way.
That's alright. I'm going the shortcut.
Atlantic City Ground, good afternoon. Skyhawk number 172 Delta Bravo, ready for taxi to the active jet runway from fire station location.
That's over there. The fire station's right over there. We're just gonna go Papa and Bravo.
Okay.
Because that's where he's going, we're just gonna follow him. We wouldn't do that in the real world.
Skyhawk, November 172 Delta Bravo, Atlantic ground taxi to runway
Very
13
funny.
via Delta Bravo Charlie contact tower on 120.3 when ready for departure.
Yeah, man, these landing gear are too close together. I don't want to.
Delta Bravo.
I don't want to turn them.
Charlie and tower 123. Skyhawk number 132 Delta Bravo.
So over there, well, you can't see the tower here. I'll move it.
Request to cross.
There's the control tower.
Skyhawk, Delta Bravo.
That's the firehouse.
Delta Bravo, cross runway 13 at your discretion. Contact
That's the guard
tower
ramp
on
over there.
120.3 when ready for departure.
That's the alert area where I used to work.
Cross 13, Skyhawk, Delta Bravo.
All right, so once there's no observable traffic between us. Yeah, I don't know why. There's no observable traffic. So what we'll do at this point is we'll tune tower. And I'll put in our departure frequency, which was 24.6. He gave us clearance to cross 22. See this?
Approaching runway 0422.
Oof.
Entered
Hold on.
runway 0422.
Oh my.
She's very staticky, and you
Yeah.
just ran over a light.
Yeah, it's all right. I gotta lower that. Yeah, I got it lowered. Okay, so there's no observable traffic between us and the end, so we're gonna put in 124.6, and we're ready for departure. So we're gonna go landing lights on, tell the flight attendants to sit down, and we're gonna call tower and tell them we're ready for takeoff, even though we're not there. But they'll either give us clearance to go, or they'll tell us to hold short. Good evening, Alexa Tower, citation 500 Echo Zulu. We'll be ready to go runway 13. All right, everything's set. We're good there. Good there.
My butt is vibrating.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Atlantic Tower, winds 132 at 8, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 13 is exit. That's where the fighter is used for arm de-arm and ER, right here. You know when you're driving by the base? It's right,
Yeah.
right there. That's Tilton Road right there. So we've already been cleared for takeoff. So we're just gonna move right on.
Approaching runway 13.
Ooh, she's
Yeah,
awful.
she's really loud.
Entered runway 13.
She's like staticky.
9,500 feet remaining.
Yeah, it's really loud. All right. Here we go. Watch for the V speed. You'll see it here in a second. Here, see that V1? That's the rotation speed. Yeah, I'm gonna shut that off in a second. Okay, so we have positive rate, 800 feet gear. No more usable runway, flaps. Line power, right there. And then we're gonna we're going to enable the auto throttles, autopilot, and we're going to...
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, contact departure.
Over to departure 0 Zulu. So now we're going to switch to 24-6. Good evening, nice departure, citation 500 Echo Zulu. 2,000 climbing 4,000. So we're going to get on our course.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Atlantic City approach, radar contact clear, direct tuber.
Clear direct tuba, 0 Zulu.
Echo Zulu, Atlantic City approach, climb and maintain 12,000.
Climb, maintain 12,000, 0 Zulu.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, Atlantic City approach, climb and maintain 12,000.
Climb, maintain 12,000, direct tuber, 0 Zulu.
Which number are you looking at?
Hold on a second.
Citation 0
Oh,
Echo
okay.
Zulu, Atlantic City approach, climb and maintain 12,000. Direct tuber.
Climb, maintain 12,000, 12,000, 0 Zulu. Alright, we got it. There we go. Okay, direct tuber in nav mode. So we're going direct tuber in nav mode, climbing to 12,000.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, contact Washington Center on 133.125.
Washington Center, 33-125, so they're gonna... And we type that in, 133-125, transfer. Good evening, Washington Center, citation 50 Echo 7,000, climbing 12,000.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Washington Center. Good evening, Atlantic altimeter 3018.
Good to go, 3018. Woo! We're going to Columbia.
500 Echo Zulu, Washington Center. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb, maintain flight level 190, 0 Zulu. So we're just typing in, we're rolling in 190, 19,000 feet. Alright.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, Washington Center, roger.
So, and we're in, if you look here, you'll see FLC mode. Columbia, South Carolina. We're simulating going to visit my daughter, Moto. So the IIS, it's just that this physical unit is the same thing as really FLC. It's called flight level change. So what it's going to do is it's going to climb us in that mode at 270 knots. So it's doing that up to 19,000 feet. So if you see like the FLC's in green, because that's the mode we're in, the Alt S means selected, is in white, which means we haven't reached it yet. When we get there at 19,000 really soon, all right, what's going to happen is you're going to see this light up in the altitude. So it'll tell us the Alts mode, and then this will just be green as well. Just giving you that, because this is very realistic. It's exactly what you'll be flying. Something, well, very similar to what you'll see. Yeah, this, hey Moto, this is our first go visit my daughter. All right, so now we're passing 18,000 here.
Transition altitude.
Transition, I don't know what that's about, but transition, actually, hold on, let me look. The iPad. Which one's my iPad? Yeah, I don't know why it's so set crappy, but okay. So once you get to that altitude, once you get to above 18,000, we want to set our altimeter to a standard altimeter, which is 2992. So all we have to do is hit barrow and then push that button, 2992.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Fly, maintain flight level 290. So now we'll put in, we just start getting it rolled in, and then with the FLC again, it goes, and we'll finish rolling it into 290. We're in nav mode, which is just following the magenta course. That course you see there, that's the representation of it. These crosshatches, that's a flight director. You see that white square behind it? As long as that white square is in the middle of the flight director, the airplane's in the attitude pointing in the direction you need to go. The green circle with the little wings and tail, she's sneezing.
Yeah, she's eating something too.
Oh, good. I'm sure it's a wire. It's a priceless device. That is where we're actually going. So we're like, you might sometimes be pointed this way, but the wind's blowing you that way. So that's a good indication of where the wind is versus where our power is, you know. So we're climbing well. Yeah, Moto. Well, she didn't have the patience to do the real thing, so we're doing it this way.
What real thing?
3 hours in the Archer. And she's rolling.
I have to go to bed.
Yeah, she's rolling her eyes. Yeah, she's literally rolling her eyes.
I have to go to bed. It's my bedtime.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb, maintain 360. Alright, so we start rolling it in, and then we're gonna tell it to go up. This is our actual climb rate, 3,200 feet per minute right here. Passing 28,000 feet, 270 knots. At 33,000 feet, flight level 330, indicated airspeed is going to kind of go away, and we're going to start using Mach number. So we'll continue our climb at 0.76 Mach, and we'll cruise at 0.84 Mach.
This is where we are?
Yep, same as here. These correlate. That's Woodstown, basically Route 40, Delaware Memorial Bridge. You alright?
Yeah.
You gonna make it?
Yeah.
You think so? Alright, so we're above 30,000 feet, so we can tell the flight attendant to get up, but we won't release the seatbelts until
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened.
There you go, Moto. Those are those windows. You can see them. The ones up top. But then you lose Smoochie. You can't see Smoochie.
That's okay.
Not much to look at now.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu. Climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb, maintain 4006.
I should have brought a water.
Well, I mean, it's a big airplane. There's a bathroom in it.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, Washington Center. Roger.
You know, you can go get water. We're about in cruise here, so as soon as we get into cruise, we'll start planning the descent.
Okay.
So we're almost there. Do you want to go get water?
Yeah.
Try not to bump that stick. Don't look at me like I'm the asshole. And go pee while you're up. Good luck with it.
Okay.
Feel better?
No. We're in Delaware?
Yep. Moto's asking how bad it gets messed up. I mean, if you're an autopilot, it's a disaster because then the yoke starts moving physically to try to catch up to what that's doing. Watch. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Oh God! Oh Jesus! Bad idea! Bad idea! Bad idea! Bad idea! Bad idea! Okay, turn the autopilot off. Yeah, see? Not
Yeah.
good!
Not good.
That didn't go well. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, I need, if I have to disable this with the autopilot. Alright, so it just switched over to Mach number. We're climbing at Mach 0.76. And we're not at that speed yet, so the airplane's not going to climb till it gets there. We have power in, climb power is in. Here's over a little episode. Moto, I could probably put like a toggle switch up here that disables, like enables and disables sticks or something. Like you have the airplane. There's traffic over there. See him right there? Okay, we're back in the climb. Alright, so now, since we're basically in cruise here, we'll turn that off. Let people go.
Go pee.
Yeah, now you can go pee.
Bravo Delta.
You tell me you can't get out of here without
2.05.
without getting that stick in your ass.
Switching to 132.05. Good day.
It's not happening.
Okay. Sit tight, honey.
Yeah.
That's Chesapeake Bay. We're coming over now. So the winds are blowing across the nose. So since we're up high, we're up. So what we could do, since we're just about at cruise, we can go back to our performance page real quick, and we'll go to landing data. We'll get the weather there, the winds anyway, and we were expecting.
Mustang 297 is with you.
Well, we were expecting runway
11.
11, right? But we might not get it with those winds. And now the barometer is 300, and Atlantic City was 3018. So the pressure is decreasing as we go south. There's lower pressure down south. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it is lower pressure. So that means anything that's in the atmosphere is naturally going to flow that way, absent wind.
Squawk 5142 altimeter 4.
So potentially the weather might not be as perfect as it is here, but we don't really know. Unless we look at the METAR, we'll look at it. Yep, oh, it's 480 feet broken. All right, so it's, it's like 5,000 feet broken. So broken means mostly clouds with holes, right?
Okay.
Roger. What runway should I be expecting?
We don't have a runway assignment yet, but so I haven't loaded an approach yet. But what I will do is I'm going to look at this. All right, if we were going to load, I can ask them, but I'm afraid if I ask them, they're going to mess it up. I'm thinking it's going to be runway 29. I'm going to take a guess. So we're going to go to procedure. We're going to look at the approach. We're going to look at runway ILS for runway 29 vectors. That's the approach. We're going to add it to our route. We can change it if we need to. The trick here is
Mustang
to get
297, expect runway 13 at Ocean City.
Vincus is the intersection that we want. So if we look at the altitude of Vincus here, 1,600 feet. So if I come down here, I'm gonna load the same approach. Procedure, approach, ILS 29.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu. Contact Washington Center on 134.5.
Washington Center 3405 Circus Zulu, good idea. Good evening, Washington Center, citation 50 Echo Zulu, flight level 400. So we're gonna load that approach, vectors, load. Okay.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Washington Center. Good evening.
So that final approach fix has 1523 for whatever reason, which is wrong.
1523.
Oh, you're right. Right, you're right. Okay, so we'll leave that where it is. Alright, so now we're going to come back to this page, and in our flight plan, we're going to go to the VNAV profile, which is vertical navigation. Alright, so now coming back here on the, where we are at Bayliss, 30 seconds to Bayliss, I'm going to tell it flight level 400, confirm that. So what that's doing, look, it's calculating what's called TOD, top of descent, in 16 seconds, which is weird. Doesn't seem quite right. Let's see if they step us down. So by the time we get squared away in the cockpit, we're already passing over there off your right window.
Delta 409, flight level 300.
That's Washington,
Delta
D.C.
409, Washington Center, roger.
Right out there. That's the Potomac. So by the time we got squared away, that's just your seat. That's your seat.
Oh, my seat.
I figured if I'm looking at something, Moto, I'll go ahead and point to it for you.
Delta 409, contact Washington Center on 133.55.
So we're like halfway there?
3355 for Delta 409.
Yeah, you can see where we started. But the difference is we were climbing, going up. So now that we're up at 40,000, yeah, the co-pilot is yawning.
Oh yeah, it's past our bedtime.
Yeah, we're doing 488 knots on the ground. If you want to know what that is in miles an hour, multiply it by 1.15. 520 knots, roughly. So we're going to cover quite a lot of ground pretty quick. This is probably a decent view. What view do you want, Moto? You want the big one like that? Or you want this one where you can read stuff? Oh, honey.
What's that?
Listen, when we're doing this for real, you cannot be sleeping.
We should not have a nighttime flight. It's past my bedtime. Some of us have been up since 5:36.
This one?
What time is it?
21:30.
9:30?
You got it.
Well, I know those things.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, 42 minutes still TOD. Oh yeah, it's still one. This is one machine modem. It's pretty good. I mean, 7 monitors. Like you can see that one. So I probably since the last time you watched, I moved. Like OBS is over there now. The chat window for Twitch and the AI ATC. So it's basically purely a utility monitor. It has no other purpose. Because before I was using some of the operational monitors, and that just caused trouble.
Is he talking to you?
Yeah. Through chat.
Why can't I hear him?
No, you don't hear him, but you can see him up on the... Look up in that corner from time to time, you'll see the chat. But also, it's right here.
Oh.
Yeah, it pops in up there. It is. Yeah. The 7th monitor is an HDMI to USB, and it's a little hokey. So remember, like these two here, these two touchscreens, these are on the onboard processor monitor, and all the other 1, 2, 3, 4 are on the GPU. DVI, HDMI, like that. Same with these. One's DVI, HDMI. Oop. I can't believe you sold your airplane finally. My God. You gotta fill me in on how that finally happened. What are we coming up on here? Oh, Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg, Virginia. Let's see if we can see it. Yep, down there somewhere. Oh, no way. It's going to Oshkosh? That's cool. Can't see Fredericksburg. Sorry to just send in about 30 minutes. We can speed it up if you want.
What do you mean 30 minutes?
But we start down.
We have 30 minutes still?
Yeah, probably. We can speed it up though. No, but she okayed the joining the flying club. There, we're going 2x. That'll go faster.
Okay.
At least for the cruise part. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, and they have like the guys down the road, they just have one airplane. The FAA, right here in Atlantic City. They've got a pretty nice Archer, like a Cherokee 180 Archer, same thing. Which is alright, I guess. I mean, see how busy it was on departure? A lot. It helps. Yeah, it is. It's a good airplane. I mean, that's what I kind of. Once I got out of the Tomahawk, I flew an Archer 2226 November for. I guess until I had. I think I needed 300 hours or something before I could go into the Arrow, which was for the complex high performance, which I think is silly. High performance, I mean 200 horsepower, the thing was fucking slow, man. like 120 knots or something, 125 knots. Yeah, it was a club plane, so I don't know what the reasoning was or something, but yeah, I didn't do it in Dano's speed, but did it within a year. No, maybe not. Maybe 2 years. I could look it up. Oh shoot.
What's wrong?
Me too, Moto. Me too, dude. Well. Yeah, we'll be
I don't
alright.
think you clicked it. It's still gone. There you go.
I'm not sure if it goes stupid because our TOD went away. I'm just telling it that at Drake we still want to be at 400 so it can give us a new descent. Good co-pilot on our phone.
What? Well, didn't you say we're just cruising for 30 minutes? Okay, since I can't.
Lunch is still down there?
Nah.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu. Contact Washington Center on 121.675.
121.675.
Oh.
Washington Center 121.675. And expert. See the expert button? Good. That sends it up, okay? Washington Center, good evening. Citation 500, flight level 400. And then when you check in with your whole call sign. Citation 500 Echo Zulu. And then once
500 Echo Zulu, Washington Center. Good evening.
And once they acknowledge you, then it's just citation 0 Echo Zulu. Or experimental 0 Echo Zulu, which I still slip and say sometimes. Moto, is this view like what you were thinking of when you were talking about putting it kind of in the middle? Oh, he's asking what whiskey we're drinking? This is a bourbon, like a cheap bourbon. What's it called? The one my mom likes, Basil Hayden.
Oh, yeah.
Be looking for bathroom colors.
We have to redo the kids' upstairs bathroom next, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out ideas.
You could do the same cave gray color that you were gonna. No, you could do something brighter, like lime green, peach, orange, pink.
I want it to look kind of Tuscan.
So beige.
Beige. But white beiges.
So what do you want to do? Like same accents that we did in the downstairs bathroom? No? Something different? You want to do maple and iron?
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Washington Center. Expect the ILS runway 29er approach into Columbia.
We'll expect the ILS for 29er into Columbia. Okay, so we guessed right. ILS for 29 is what we're going to fly. So now that he confirmed that, so we're going to go back to plates. And we're going to look at the approach. And we're going to change the ILS to 29.
Oh, uncheck the other one. There you go.
There you go. Okay, so that's the airport. 29 is towards the west, 290 degrees. This dotted line is the general depiction.
If you blow it.
If you blow it. Missed approach, right? Which is also annotated here. And also here. Which basically says climb to 1,000, runway heading. Left turn, climbing left turn to 230 to CAE, the VORTAC, okay? But the entire text of the missed is right here. Missed approach, climb to 1,000 feet, then climbing left turn to 2,300, then direct CAE, VORTAC, and hold. All right? Then continued climb and hold at 2,300, blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyway. So, with that said, this is the briefing for the approach. All right, so first things first, the localizer. So if we go to the radios, audio radios, and then we look at the nav radios, not comm radios, these are the ones we're talking on, but the nav radio, 1083, okay? That's set. So now what we want to look at, our approach course is 292 degrees. Runway 29 is actually 292, okay? 8,500 foot runway, airport elevation is 236. The touchdown zone is at 227, so it's a little bit below the rest of the airport. That's it's called the briefing blocks. Geez, what is the briefing? I can't remember. Damn it, the words. But all right, so now the other part that we want to do, we want to have as much information in here as possible, so we're not screwing around. So we have the localizer set. We've already confirmed that. So now what we want to look for is CAE, which is 114.7. So we're going to put that in the background, just sitting there in case we go missed. Now we'll look at, scroll down on our flight plan into our approach, and we make sure that the missed approach is in here also. It is 1,000 feet at CAE, then direct CAE at 2,300 or above. Okay, so we have both FMS, which is magenta, think of that as magenta, and radio, which is green, if you're seeing it here. So we've got radio nav set up, and we're also in GPS navigation is set up, and that's what we're using primarily. So we're prepared for basically that approach. So if we go back to our maps, you can see our course. Okay, so we don't know if they're going to vector us or how they're going to do it. So if they bring us in straight in on this line, which is our flight plan, what we'll have to do is overshoot and then come around and go in. All right, so we'll do what's called a procedure turn. That, by the way, is weather.
What's weather?
So these little green, that's radar. So there's some rain in the area, but it's still 4,800, so we can look at that again. Go to performance, landing data, and then go to weather, and we're going to reload the METAR. Let's look at it again. Yeah, it's still 4,800 broken. So it didn't get worse, not yet anyway. They need to start us down here shortly. Like we need to get down. They kind of blew that.
Are you still on the autopilot though?
Yeah, but we need to descend. if I do, let me see what it looks like from here. We're 5 minutes from Brock. Let me do it there. This is why when there's no arrival, it doesn't really know. Let me see what it looks like. No, we'll be alright. We're good. I'm gonna ask for lower anyway. Off the left, that's Raleigh. Raleigh, North Carolina. RDU. Remoto. Oh, the pergola? Cool, man. Oh, your buddy was on a kick with Basil? I like Basil, it's good. Sorry, I'm just catching up. He says, Moto says, I just showed my girlfriend the triangle pergola picture. That was a mistake.
Built in a week, no big deal.
Says Smoochie, built in a week, no big deal.
We can loan him out a 23-year-old that's not doing anything. He can help.
Yeah. Of course, in my normal form, Moto, I added a shit ton of lights to it. He says he's got an airplane to build, no pergolas.
I think I like these colors for their bathroom.
There's no colors in there.
Yeah,
It's all gray.
yeah.
Gray, 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 gray. Oh, gray, like gray.
Yeah, for the walls
I
thing.
thought you said you wanted Tuscan.
Yeah,
There's no gray in Tuscan.
this is what we're gonna do.
Oh, so not Tuscan.
No, shut your mouth.
Okay. You didn't see all the lights. Actually, hold on. Let me look at the picture. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like now, along that header board, I doubt that's visible to you. There's like up lights on it. There's like 6 of them. Looks pretty cool. Because I didn't have enough lights in my backyard.
What's it said? I knew.
I keep telling him, fucking. Well, now he can't fly his fucking airplane over. He says he needs to book a stay at the resort.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, man, you've got. I wish you would. Before October. Finish that Thorpe. He's gluten free. That's why he's like 110 pounds.
Washington, American 520.
He's like we're the same height, roughly. Yeah, once you get to
American
Thorpe,
5203, Washington Center, roger.
Gluten free because of health or gluten free because he doesn't like gluten?
he gets bubble guts. What is that up there? Is that just a... Oh, it's just on the Lloyd screen.
American 5203, contact Washington Center on
Okay, so-
133.575.
Not like this is directly correlated, but lower pressure, see there's more clouds?
Citation
Yeah.
0 Echo Zulu, contact Washington Center on 124.05.
Washington Center, 124.05. All yours,
What do I do?
124.05.
On which one?
Well, you hit the standby,
Oh, okay.
type it in there,
124.
124.05. Excellent. It sends it up, so green's active. Good evening, Washington Center, citation 506, flight level 406.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Washington Center. Good evening.
Hopefully it'll start descending us. We need to start descending. Washington Center, citation 0 Zulu. We'd like to descend to flight level 200.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu.
Seatbelts.
Descend and maintain flight level 200.
Descend, maintain 200. So we dial in 200, get it started, right? So we're at 35, so then you'll go to VS, and we'll roll it in real slow. You see that number there? It's 2,000 feet a minute, and then we'll finish dialing it in. Because they're not stepping us down, so I'm gonna have to do it on my own. The real one, if you roll it more, it goes faster. And then when we start descending, we're doing it Mach 0.8 until we're below 33,000 feet. Then it'll be 300 knots indicated.
So we're going slower.
Yes. And that's all just fudge. You see the barber pole here, this red and white barber pole? That's where we are speed-wise. Because as we go lower, this will also come lower. So what it's doing is the FMS is giving us some room. Because it doesn't care if it's descending at 1,000 feet a minute or 4,000 feet a minute. You'll notice, look at the power. It's back to 70%. It was sitting right at the red line before. So the engines come back. But even at idle, at 4,000 feet a minute, it's really steep. And you could exceed the VNE, never exceeds speed.
What is that? We got a little notice. Hey.
Oh, okay, so it's saying the ATIS at our destination is 120.15.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu. Contact Atlanta Center on 128.8.
128.8.
We're to Atlanta Center 28.8, sir. Yep. Another 8 and transfer. There you go. Good to me, Atlanta Center, citation 500 Echo Zulu, flight level 360, descending flight level 200. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go into, we're going to put this in on our COM2. So 120.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Atlanta Center. Good evening.
Oops, we want that up top. Let me double check that. 120.15, yep, good. And then we're gonna do, we turn it on so we can hear it. Our mic is off because we're not gonna transmit on that. We just wanna hear it. So when it's in range, you'll start to hear the weather and stuff there. NOTAMs, weather, things like that. And once we get to 10,000 feet, we tell the flight attendant to have a seat. Oh my God, he says everything in the cookbook looks good, but it's off limits.
Why?
Gluten?
There's not gluten in everything.
Not everything. All the pasta though. What else, Moto? What else is off limits? I still don't think he's ever had grilled clams. He doesn't get it. He's like, I don't understand you New Jersey, whatever, you shore people. We like mollusks. There's traffic. Yep. Yeah, right up there.
He can have the chili.
Yeah. My least favorite thing. Oh man. I hope you can eat seafood because East Coast seafood is killer. We haven't really been eating that much seafood this summer.
No.
The party screwed us up.
Yeah.
Lots of meat. Even tomorrow, we're doing. My parents are coming down. And he's like, "Hey, I'll bring a rack of ribs." So we'll be smoking ribs tomorrow. Oh, will you stop yawning? Before I turn off your oxygen? Oh, well, shit, yeah. I mean, we do barbecue, that's for sure. What about pizza? Is it like the dough? Is that... How do you do gluten-free pizza? Baked beans. You know, I have to do... I have to have my own... I don't really... That's cool. The cauliflower crust? Yum. Wait. Cauliflower crust on the baked beans? Or just... No. Which cat is that?
Oh, poor Marmar.
Sorry, we'll take her out.
Oh.
Almost there, honey. We're almost there.
Oh, we still have like 20 minutes.
For what?
Our flight, right? It feels very far away.
Well, we just passed over... Stanley County, North Carolina. Oh, the pizza crust made with cauliflower instead of wheat flour? Oh, we have to see if we can figure that out. I'm down.
Well, what about the Himalayan flour? Can he have that?
I don't know. He heard you, so. I doubt it. I mean, what's so different? Is it more corn-based?
Yeah.
Yep. Do you know how to spell it?
Yeah. Oh. S-E-M. No. Hold on.
I mean, that would solve every problem if you could have Himalayan flour, because that's so good.
Oh, I guess it's pronounced semolina. S-E-M-O-L-I-N-A.
Hey, check that out, Moto. Look it up. See if that's gluten-free.
Oh, it's wheat.
Never mind.
Yeah. The flour is made from wheat.
From wheat, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the actual difference between that and the white flour? Bleach?
Yeah, they bleach white flour.
rice or almond-based flours when you get gluten-free. Huh. Uh-oh.
What happened to our streaming?
We're streaming? What do you mean?
It said something about the battery. Something was too low for streaming.
No, that was with the flight sim servers. So we're almost down to 20,000. I'm going to ask for 16,000 because you see Slow Joe here? He expects that. Atlanta, citation 0 Kazulu, flight level 220. We'd like to continue our descent to 16,000, 16,000. See if he gives it to us. Yep.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, descend and maintain 16,000 feet.
So maintain 16,000, seriously. Alright, so we plug that in. As a reminder, we're in VS mode, because it's green. And Alt S is selected altitude. Is in white because we're not there yet. Once we get below 18,000, we'll plug in the altimeter. So T73 is the nearest weather. It's 3004. So I put that in here. 3004. Because this is not transmitting our altitude anywhere. That's just in the airplane. It's a standby unit. This one is. So I put that in just as a reminder what to punch in, unless he gives me something else. And you can see that we're down lower now, so it's 300 knots instead of Mach 0.8. Not tonight.
What?
He wanted to ask if my first officer was going to land the airplane.
If his what?
He wanted to know if the first officer was going to land the plane.
Oh, no.
Not tonight.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, descend and maintain 10,000, altimeter 3,000.
So maintain 10,000, 10,000, altimeter 3000. Alright, so now they're starting to give us altitude and other things. 3000.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, descend and maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 30.00.
Descend and maintain 10,000. Alright, so not yet there, we're good. Put our landing lights on now. Low 180.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, contact Jacksonville Center on 133.45.
133.
45. Jack Center 3345, service. 45. Nope. 13345.
3.
There you go. Good. Good evening, Jacksonville Center. Citation 500 to the 16,000, descending 10,000.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Jacksonville Center, good evening, altimeter 3,000.
3006. Hang in there, babe. We're almost home.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping for a little weather. Not really weather. Those are clouds, not weather. So as we get lower, what I'm going to do here is, now they're starting to step us down, so I don't need to look for a new TOD or anything. So what I do is I go to nearest and intersection. The reason I do that is because you never know when you're going to get vectored. And he might say, go direct, nav. You know, and it's a lot easier to just already be there, because there's no other use for this screen all the way down to the runway. So that helps. 0312,000.
Looks like it's raining below the clouds.
It might be. That is rain on the... We can look on the radar.
Well, you can see it in front of you.
Yeah, I'm actually going to see if the radar sees it.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu. Jacksonville Center, contact Columbia approach on 124.15.
124.
2415 is Zulu, good night.
124.
Yep, 124.
45.
15.
Or 15. How do I? It's not going back.
Good evening, Columbia. Citation 500 10,000.
Oh, where'd this come from?
I just brought it up.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, Columbia approach. Good evening, altimeter 3003.
3003, good evening. Alright, so that is our bearing line, and that's radar weather. It's not matching the real world quite exactly, but that is, you're right, that is rain over there. And he needs to get us lower here.
0 Echo Zulu, descend and maintain 5,000, turn left, heading 155 vectors for the ILS runway 29er approach.
Descend, maintain 5,000 left, turn 155 vectors for the ILS 29er circus. Ping mode, down to 5,000. Yes, here we go. It's gonna get busy. So he's gonna vector us, that's good. So now we're below 10,000, where there's a speed limit of 250 knots. It's nice of him to turn us directly into the fucking weather.
I know.
Which is okay, as long as it doesn't get red. Alright, so now, once he vectors
Yeah, but we're
us...
gonna fly right into that big cloud.
It's alright. They don't need much. So this is shot now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tune the green, which is the radio nav for the localizer. That represents the runway heading. That represents our deviation from that runway heading. Alright, let's go ahead and put everybody in their seats.
Gonna get a little bumpy.
Yeah, you might feel it. I'm feeling it. But it's gonna go. And you always kind of want to, because if it starts to try to correct, the autopilot can go stupid. Yeah, I'm feeling that. A little much on the vector.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, descend and maintain 3,000, turn right, heading 180.
Down to 3, right turn 180 Zurich. Alright, there we go. So they're turning us south to intercept this localizer, which is great because we won't need a procedure turn. It's going to bring us right in. It'll probably get us down here and vector us back about, I don't know, maybe 240, I'm guessing. It'll be 45 degrees or so from 29. 245 maybe, 246. Yeah.
Visual
what is-
approach is in
Citation
use.
0 Echo Zulu,
Advise
12
on
miles
course
from
heading.
CFRZ.
Altitude.
Turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 2000 until established on the
Read back all
localizer.
runway and hold
Cleared for the
short
ILS
instructions.
runway 29er approach.
VFR departures contact clearance.
Down to 2000, right turn 240, 240 till established. 6.
Delivery on 119.75. Advise on initial
Pretty much,
contact. You have
exactly
information, Juliet.
What was it? I missed the
Metropolitan Airport.
trick.
Information, Juliet.
And then the dog is in bed.
0156 Zulu.
Not for long though.
Wind 187 at 6.
You're hearing the ATC right
Visibility
now.
10. Sky conditions. Scattered at 1500 feet. Temperature 27. Dew point 25. Altimeter 3002. Arriving and departing runways 29er, 23. Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 119.75. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
Juliet. So we circle that like
Columbia
that.
Metropolitan Airport. Information, Juliet.
And when we call tower, we'll tell them we have Juliet. Oh, right. It works great, you know, for me anyway. All right, so we're getting ready to, so I'm going to go into nav mode here. That way, when this starts to move across, it'll pick up the turn. We're going to go flaps 1. We just got F1. I guess 200 knots. Oh shoot, minimums. Minimums are 700 feet. I'm gonna get those in. 700 feet? No, I'm sorry, 427. Okay, we're intercepting the localizer. Actually, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to the temperature. Alright, so the glide slope, see that green dot?
Uh-huh.
It just came alive, so it's up here. As we start to drive in, it'll come, that green dot will come down. So what we can do now is, since we have a green dot here, we go to approach mode.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, contact McIntyre radar on 123.825.
23825, Zirka Zulu.
Citation 0 Echo Zulu, say again.
Good evening, McIntyre radar. Citation 50 Echo Zulu, ILS 29er 2000. You see the runway out there?
No.
Just way out there.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu, McIntyre radar. Good evening, east over altimeter 3000.
So we're coming into our approach.
Yes, we're on final now. That was at Vicus, like whatever, 5,300 feet. So you can see the green, whoops, because we're at 2,000 feet. There goes my pencil. I got a spare. When that diamond is centered, we're going to drop the gear and go flaps 2. And then we'll start descending with the diamond, keeping it centered. There's the town over there. Okay, we're on the way
Okay.
down. Gear.
And
Looking for
flaps
three.
too?
Not yet. We gotta wait for 3 green. 3 green flaps.
What's that mean?
You can hit it. It's just letting us know we're in their airspace.
Okay. What's that beeping?
What?
What's that beeping?
Oh, that was the outer marker.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu McIntyre radar. Contact Columbia Tower on 119.5.
19.5, what is tower circus? 195. Good evening, Columbia Tower. Citation 50 circle with Juliet, ILS 29er. Hopefully it'll clear us to land. Flaps 3. Autopilot off.
Citation 500 Echo Zulu Columbia Tower. Winds 187 at 6. Runway 29er clear to land.
Clear land 29er, circus.
Columbia Tower, Comanche 611 Golf Zulu is inbound 15 miles southwest.
So I'm hand flying the airplane in. Keeping the velocity vector on the runway. I'm trying to keep the white dot in the magenta crosshairs as a flight director. Watching my approach speed there. So my whole world's right here. Uh-oh. Yeah!
What happened?
I don't know, something just... That's a bad timing. Everything's just locked up. Hopefully it'll unlock, otherwise... Yeah!
What happened?
It froze. I don't know if it's gonna unfreeze or not. Oh, there it goes. Woohoo! Okay, coming up to reference speed. It's a little sporty, a little windy, a little blustery.
There's some lightning, a
Command
little like
611
rain.
Golf Zulu Columbia Tower. Enter left downwind for runway 29er.
50, 40, 30, 20,
Little crosswind.
Columbia Tower, negative. Request
Spoilers are out.
Stretching approach runway.
Thrust reversers are engaged. We don't need much because we're going off to the end. Spoilers retract. Flaps retract. So during cruise, not much to do.
Straight in, visual approach, runway 5, report
But
5 mile
during
final.
cruise, realistically,
144 Columbia Tower, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
realistically during cruise, what you would do is
Columbia Tower, Comanche 611 Golf Zulu, holding short. Bravo 3, runway 5, ready for departure.
during cruise, what you would normally do is you're always looking for a place to land, right? You're always monitoring your systems, engine, oil pressure, things like that. You're just always doing something.
Comanche 611 Golf Zulu, Columbia Tower, runway 5, line up and wait.
I mean, thanks, I guess.
Echo Zulu, contact ground on 121.9er.
21.9, sir. Salute. I can't hear you. Columbia Ground, good afternoon, good evening, Sierra Zulu. We're off 29er at Alpha 2, taxiing straight ahead to the West Cargo. Moto, are you breaking my balls or are you actually giving me a compliment?
Please stay seated with your seatbelts fastened until
Citation
the airplane has
500
come to a
Echo Zulu,
complete
Columbia
stop.
ground, taxi departing via Alpha 2, Alpha, cross runway 23, then Delta, cross runway 29er at your discretion.
And Zirka Zulu, yeah, roger roll. I'm not even gonna bother, that was so botched, I'm not even gonna answer. We're just gonna park right here. Good enough. Alright, so. Oh, hey, Meals. Hold on.
Oh, we just landed in Columbia.
Yeah, we came to your airport to visit you. Hey, what perfect timing. We landed and here's Meals.
DPWS system failure.
Oh, bullshit, you could do it. That was an easy one, dude. Do like Vegas to LA to Vegas or back the other way. That gets a little nuts. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Meals. We made fajitas. I didn't make chicken. Just a steak. Huh? It's in like one of the small bowls. It's all saucy and yummy. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I'm all messed up, guy. My fam's here. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it's cool. So, yeah, that was, there was no departure, no arrival. So that's pretty simple. The only problem though is it seems like they don't really step you down. It's like you have to really play with it, kind of predict it yourself. All right, man. I'm gonna go feed my daughter, who just got home. It's pretty funny. We landed to simulate, you know, I told you earlier, and here she is. So perfect. The girlfriend a kiss. Give the dog a kiss. Get the Thorpe flying. Catch you soon, dude.